Okay, hello everyone. My name is Robert Ramsey. I'm the liaison officer with CUPE3902 and also from the geography department, a fellow TA like yourself, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about CUPE3902, what we offer as a union, what your benefits are as a member, and so first of all I'm going to pass out some of these membership forms or packets, and we'll just look inside and show you a little bit about what's in here. First of all, you'll see a welcome letter from the chair of the local. You will see some information brochures about your health and dental benefits, which I'll get to in a second, about not working for free. Also, I'll speak to that in just a moment. A very handy fridge magnet, which has all the contact information that you need on it for contacting the union. It's got the email address, it's got the phone number, and these are for you to take advantage of and keep in a place where you can find them easily. You'll also see your membership card. This is in an important piece of paper, and I would like to collect these from everyone at the end of this orientation. So if you want to go ahead and fill it out now, that would be great. You don't have to fill it out now, but it does make things easier. We don't get a membership list from the university until sometime in mid to late October, which means that until then we wouldn't have any way to contact you about benefits, about meetings, unless you fill out this membership card. So it really is best for you to go ahead and fill it out now, and I'll collect it at the end of the orientation session. First, let me talk about what CUPE3902 is and what it does for you. It's the local of the Canadian Union of Public Employees that represents TAs, course instructors, invigilators, and sessional faculty at the University of Toronto in your role as employees, not in your role as students. So we have a distinct responsibility to you as employees of the university, and we try to mediate the relationship between you as workers and your supervising department and the university at large. We have 3 units. The first unit is TAs and course instructors, graduate students, which all of you are members of. We also have Unit 2, which is TAs, tutors, and sessional faculty at the university, at Victoria College, part of the university, and also Unit 3, which is sessional faculty, non-graduate student faculty and non-tenured faculty of the university. We have a collective agreement with the university, which you should receive from your hiring departments. It's a purple booklet, and that is all the policies that are followed and adhered to, or should be followed and adhered to, by your hiring department as your terms of employment. And you should get that when you sign your allocation of hours and duties with the professor you'll be working with, or with the supervising department. Let me highlight now some of the parts of the collective agreement that are most applicable to what you're going to be doing, and also some of the benefits that you'll get from your membership with CUPE3902. First is a dental plan. We offer $500. A $500 dental rebate for yourself, and $400 for any spouse or partner, and $400 for any dependent children. This is a reimbursement fund. You can claim to it if you've worked at least 50 hours in a term, and you'll get that money back from the university on your paychecks. We also offer a healthcare spending account. This is a Green Shield account that's external to the university, but that we administer. The claim forms are on our website. You have access to $300 of reimbursement, and that is across the board for your partner and dependent children as well. Everyone has $300, and those are for costs, medical costs incurred between September 1st and August 31st. And again, the form is available on our website, and you submit the original seats in the form directly to Green Shield. Next is a child care fund. This is for members with children who work at least 30 hours during the year. You, again, submit a claim form directly to the union, and a percentage of those child care expenses will be reimbursed to you. Finally, a financial assistance fund. We have a large pool of money that we're able to give out every year to people who are not in the funding package or who are past the funding package. Applications are put out around February, and have about a month to apply for this, and it's really just free money, so there's no reason not to apply for this if you qualify. Next, you'll see as part of your collective, in your collective agreement, and also on our website, a description of duties and allocation of hours form. This is something that you sign with the supervisor who's running the course that you've been hired to TA, and you use this to keep track of the duties that you've been assigned to perform and also the hours that have been allocated to those specific duties. Now, this is a really important form, and we have developed an accompanying form for this for your personal use, which is a workload review form for you to keep track of the hours that you're actually spending doing the work as a TA. If you feel toward the end of the term, or any time during the term actually, that you are going to go beyond the hours that you're being paid for, then you need to submit a workload review form as soon as possible. This will allow the department to either adjust your hours or arrange to pay you for more than what you originally contracted to work. It's really best to submit this form before the overwork happens. It's very, very difficult for us to handle overwork claims after the overwork has happened. So be conscious of how much you're working. Definitely do not work for free. That is anathema to everything unions stand for, so we can't support that. Keep track of your hours. This is not, a lot of incoming graduate students especially feel a kind of imperative or feel like it's a requirement to do what their supervisor says, to work these hours, feel like when a supervisor says that you're working too slow, so we're not going to pay you for more because you really should accomplish this in 3 hours, for example, that they should just let that go, and you shouldn't. It doesn't matter the speed at which you work, you need to be paid for the hours that you actually work. So do keep track of those hours and submit the overwork form if you feel like you're working more than you're being paid for. Every now and then, it's inevitable that disagreements will arise between either the union and the university or between you and your department over your conditions of employment. And if that does happen, what we're here for is to handle that for you from stage one. So if you feel that there's been a misapplication of the collective agreement or that you've been treated unfairly in some way, you can come to the union and we'll take that through the grievance process for you if that's what you desire. This is it's not a confrontational process. It's something where the union grieves to the university. It's not where you are, for example, filing a complaint with your supervisor. It's handled in a very professional manner, and it's the way that we keep the collective agreement fresh, the way that we keep it working. So if you feel like it's being violated in your case, don't hesitate to call the union or ask your steward about what can be done about it. Bargaining. This current collective agreement will expire April 30th of 2008, and we'll be going into a new round of bargaining where we'll be trying to improve the terms of the collective agreement, the rate of pay, the benefits, all the things that affect your life as a worker and also your experience as a graduate student worker here at the University of Toronto. So the union really encourages you to be aware of that process, to attend the meetings. You'll see there's a calendar in your pack that tells you the dates of the general membership meeting and also the dates of the Unit 1 meeting. Bargaining will be discussed there, so do try to be aware of what's going on in that regard. I think I've covered most of the things in the orientation packet, so at this point I just want to ask if there are any questions that you have about what the union does or what the union is, or your role as graduate student workers here at U of C. Yes.
You mentioned it in your talk, Tommy, but I was wondering if you could tell me again what the difference is between the different units?
Sure. So there's 3 units in 3902. The first is TAs, course instructors, and invigilators that are graduate students. The second is Victoria College, and the third is sessional faculty who are contracted for specific courses.